Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly reading. This week I'm just going to get into the card reading because I am really behind on my readings, so let's go ahead and just get right into it. I've already properly shuffled, so I'm just going to give the deck another quick shuffle just like this. This is the weekly reading for the week of June 19th. Weekly reading for the week of June 19th. Show us the energies around the week of June 19th. June 19th. Show us the energies around the week of June 19th. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull 9 cards. And the first card is the Emperor. Okay, so Three of Swords. Queen of Cups. Four of Wands. King of Wands. Wheel of the Year. Four of Cups. I'm just noticing that all of these are fours. Okay. Eight of Wands. And then the final card is going to be this one. The Ace of Wands. Okay, so give me a moment to look this over and tie everything together. So it's interesting that we have the King of Wands and the Emperor in this reading. And I always say that these two cards to me are very similar because it really means that you're taking your power back, that you are front and center in your life. So this is definitely a strong message for this week. So the heart of our reading, it right here, is the King of Wands. And this is just telling you that this week you're really going to have to be in your own personal power. Otherwise, I see some kind of iffy energies around here. So let's start with the top row. We have the Emperor, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups. So I mean, what really gets my attention is actually not the Emperor, but the Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. I feel like something might be going on this week, especially with the Four of Cups down here, where you might be feeling a bit emotional. You might be feeling a little lonely. There could be something just kind of like eating away at you this week, but it's only going to kind of mess with your life, so to speak, if you allow it. That's why we have the Emperor and the King of Wands, and there is, a lot of weird things and not so positive things going on right now in the news, and this is only going to affect you if you allow it. Only if you give in to all this fear that's being fed to you from like so many different places that I'm even shocked that would attempt to kind of put fear in people's hearts. So I feel like you have a choice this week. You can either be really strong, because the Emperor is all about feeling like you are in control of your life. You're not living in fear. You're not fearing disappointment. You're not fearing failure. The Emperor is all about stability and knowing that you're safe, knowing that you are in control of your life. You're in control of the world around you. But that's not what I see right here. This, the Three of Swords is a card of heartache. It's a card of misunderstanding, separation, sometimes divorce. And seeing it next to the Queen of Cups, it could be that something like this is going on, that there's, an argument going on with your partner, potential, I'm hearing potential misunderstandings, perhaps with someone who is a water sign. This could even be you. But I'm kind of feeling the more I tune into the Queen of Cups, I feel like this is more of, it's more of like the properties of the Queen of Cups rather than saying this is a person. I feel like this is more about the properties. Saying like of course they want you to really kind of feel in control. They want you to feel in control of your life this week, but the Queen of Cups is also saying to keep an open heart and really be in control of your emotions. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive and she's very receptive. You're saying be the Queen of Cups and don't be the Seven of Cups. I know the Seven of Cups showed up last week. I don't remember if it was this weekly reading or it was in the love reading. I know it was a heart of the reading somewhere last week. And so I feel like you have a choice. I feel like something might be going on where you can kind of feel like you're falling apart emotionally, or just kind of feel unhappy about something that's going on. Maybe someone that you're not getting along with, or someone that you feel that you're losing. But the Emperor, you know, is saying that you need to really suck it up. Just suck it up and really kind of feel that you're in control of your life. Because if you really convince yourself that someone has all the control, if someone else is pulling all the strings and you're just a helpless victim, then things are not going to feel pleasant for you. So this is all about stability and not allowing someone else to put you in this energy of the Three of Swords, where you're just kind of, you know, devastated and you feel like you've lost something or someone. They're telling you to use your intuition with the Queen of Cups and stay connected to your emotions, but don't let it get out of control. Okay, so the next row here, Four of Wands, King of Wands, Wheel of the Year. So, I mean, the Four of Wands is here, and so, you know, I'm getting that message. I mean, we're going to do a love reading after this, but the Four of Wands is a card of home, marriage, children, and stability. And this kind of tells me that something's going on. I mean, the Emperor, the Four of Wands, Four of Cups. It's almost like someone is feeling that their home life, you're either feeling unhappy with your home life, there's some type of disturbance. Someone could be breaking up, someone might be considering moving out. It just seems like your stability is being threatened. But again, you have a choice how you're going to react to this. And then you have the King of Wands here. Remember, this is the heart of the reading. This is all about stepping up to the plate and taking action. The King of Wands, it could represent someone who's a fire sign, but it just represents kind of being more proactive and being hands-on in your life, and not just kind of accepting whatever is being thrown your way and just kind of watching things happen, feeling helpless and feeling like a victim. So I feel like something might come up. I mean, I'm really getting a strong feeling here that this, you know, this has to do with your home life more this week, as far as the message, rather than career. I feel like this is more about home life and relationships. I feel like something is kind of happening and some changes are happening in the home that may make you feel like your stability or your happiness is being threatened, but you are in control. I mean, there are two cards right here that are telling you that you are in control. And then you have the Wheel of the Year, which is a major arcana, and yep, this is our only major arcana in this reading. And then last week we also only had one major arcana, but I don't remember what it was. So we have the Wheel of the Year, which is a Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, so this card is saying that it's just time for change. So your relationships, your home life, your marriages, it's time for things to change for the better. I mean, the Wheel of the Year always represents change for the better. So seeing the Wheel of Fortune here followed by the Four of Cups tells me that yes, that things are changing for the better, but I feel like some of this might be happening when you kind of look at things that are making you unhappy. And since there's like a strong theme in this reading about heartache and the home, possibly marriage, I feel like some misunderstandings, things that have been making you unhappy might be coming up this week. I mean, seeing the Four of Cups and the Three of Swords here, they might be coming up in order to kind of change things, in order to heal perhaps your relationships. perhaps something going on in the home, maybe even in your career. It just seems like these two cards are not here in vain. In fact, they're here as kind of like a helpful energy to help you either release something or to help, you know, kind of just move you to a much better place. But it all depends on how you react to this energy. And like I said, let's move on to this row here. The Four of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands. So the Four of Cups says that, you know, this is a card of feeling unhappy, of feeling lonely, even kind of purposely isolating yourself from other people. You know, seeing it here, especially lined up with the Four of Wands, you might feel that someone in your home, whether it's your partner or your children, that they're kind of pulling away from you. It's like your safe haven, you know, the Four of Wands, in some way it's like you're feeling threatened by something. You're feeling threatened by something, either your home or your marriage. But remember, the Emperor is here saying you have all the power. So don't allow other people to disempower you. It just kind of seems like, I feel like your safe haven, whether this means like your home, your relationship, even your career in some way, like I feel like your world is kind of being shaken, but this is all about you staying in control. And I feel like someone also feeling just kind of like unhappy with their situation. But, I mean, look at the cards that we have right here as we end the reading. Just push them up a little bit. We have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So the Eight of Wands, this is, you know, kind of like a matching energy to the Wheel of the Year. These two cards represent change, and this is a new beginning. So I kind of feel like this week things might be stirred up, where something needs to be fixed, or something needs to be healed, or something needs to be changed. If you're feeling unhappy about something, this is probably for a reason. Something needs to be brought up. You need to change something or talk to someone in order for you to move on to this energy of the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like my guides wanted me to say something, but it just kind of, when I do the video like this, it sometimes comes through, sometimes it does not. With the Eight of Wands, this is, you know, a card of positive changes. I mean, seeing it next to the Four of Cups, this is not a very happy energy. This is excitement and change. So I feel like for those of you that where you're in a place where you're not very happy, maybe in your relationship, or you're not very happy in your career, there is an energy that is trying to kind of move you out. I mean, literally, change, and unhappiness. I mean, I have the cards kind of spaced out in a different way, but just do something I don't usually do here. You see how, you know, there is unhappiness here and just kind of feeling bored with your life. Maybe even, like I said, isolating yourself from other people. Just kind of feeling like other people have it better than you or easier than you. There's change around that. So wherever it is that you're feeling not so happy with your life, not so content, something's going to happen to change that. Sometimes the Eight of Wands, it does represent sometimes an exciting message. There could be an exciting message from an employer or a loved one who had been, you know, alienated from your life. I mean, since the Three of Swords is here, something kind of happens to kind of remove you from this sad energy from the Four of Wands. And then you have the Ace of Wands. This is the final card. So this is a new beginning. I always say this card is like a major arcana because it means that you can completely do away with the past, completely and utterly do away with it, wipe the slate clean, and start over. It represents a new life. It represents reinventing yourself, a transformation. So yeah, I kind of feel like this week it's going to be up to you. I feel like whatever is not working in your favor, whether you're aware of it or not, things will come up. And I do feel like it's this week, the focus is definitely on relationships, your home life, and in some way, you know, stability. But, I mean, look at what's going on here. The Emperor, the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands. This is all you, kind of dictating, you know, what happens in your life. As long as you are in control, as long as you are in the driver's seat, you end up here. in the Ace of Wands, which is, you know, a new beginning, a new life. This is always a very positive card. That means that you move on to something much better. You leave the difficult times behind, but that is going to be up to you. There's a double message that you have to feel in control. If you allow someone else to make you feel disempowered or like a victim, then, you know, you stay stuck in this energy of the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. So let me see if anything else stands out to me in this reading. I'm looking at what's going on here. The Three of Swords, the King of Wands, the Eight of Wands. I almost kind of feel like this really stands out to me when I look at this. I feel like, you know, the Eight of Wands, like I said, it's such a positive card of change. Especially, you know, this card usually comes up when something exciting is about to happen in your life after you have been really unhappy with your life or just kind of bored. Hello, we have that message right here. So I really feel like that is a strong message for someone out there. This card really stands out to me as far as like some type of exciting message or change happening for you. But, I mean, this energy here is kind of like, I almost feel like it could be, the King of Wands could be helping you to make this change happen or to attract it to you. But not, I feel like this is not going to help. If you're really kind of dwelling on something that has been lost or focusing on some type of heartache or just kind of feeling unhappy, this is definitely like blocking this exciting change from happening in your life. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the love reading. Okay, so before I get into the love reading, I just want to make a brief announcement. A couple weeks ago, I asked you guys if you want to see weekly readings for each sign of the zodiac. I don't know what's wrong with my website, but I suddenly received all the messages today. I had only heard from one person, so I thought, oh well, I guess nobody wants to see zodiac readings, and suddenly I had quite a few come through today. But I don't see, and I didn't receive, I had a lot, but not enough. I mean, I have like over nearly 7,000 subscribers, and I didn't get 7,000 emails, and I don't expect 7,000 emails, but it was probably more along the lines of like, I don't know, 50 or something. The majority of people, I think only 3 people say just keep it the same. Everyone else said sign readings please. But I didn't really get that many, so I'm going to put it out there again. If you want to see weekly readings for zodiac readings every week instead of a reading like this, send me an email. My form from my website does not work. It's garbage. I'm removing that. I'm just going to put a link to my email and you can just email me directly. Okay, so I have not shuffled the deck properly. I'm going to do that right now because I've had to record this reading like 100 times. I'm not even kidding. I felt like I was maybe not supposed to do a love reading this week, but I'm going to keep trying. Okay, so this is a love reading for the week of June 19th. This is a love reading for the week of June 19th. What are the energies around love and romance for the week of June 19th? So I'm going to properly shuffle on the desk as well. Energies around love and romance for the week of June 19th. Energies around love and romance for the week of June 19th. Energies around love and romance for the week of June 19th. What do we need to know about love and romance for the week of June 19th? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull 9 cards. First card is Page of Wands. Eight of Swords. The Moon. Three of Swords. I don't know, I feel like we have seen this recently. Possibly last week, I'm not really sure. Strength is the heart of the reading. King of Cups. Two of Cups. The Lovers. And then the final card is going to be, this one back here is calling me, Five of Pentacles. Interesting, because that reminds me of the Four of Cups that we had in the general reading. Okay, so give me a moment to look this over and tie everything together. Yeah, so I'm noticing that we have a repeating card from, and a really kind of powerful one from the weekly reading, from the general reading, and that would be the Three of Swords. Remember that this card was right here. So there's, you know, like I said in that reading, there's like some really kind of intense energies around relationships and marriage and the home, and I see that again in this reading. We have some kind of iffy energy in the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like there's like something could be falling apart in a relationship. You might feel that you're losing your partner, there's fighting, and you feel powerless. You feel like there's nothing that you can do about it with the Eight of Swords. You feel like you're trapped in that situation. At the same time, you're really kind of feeling lonely. You're really kind of feeling like this person is not there for you. Okay, but let's start up here. Let's start with the Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Moon. So what really stands out to me is the Eight of Swords. I feel like when it comes to relationships this week, you might really kind of feel like your hands are tied behind your back. You might feel like there's really nothing that you can do to fix your situation, or you might feel like there's nothing that you can do about your love life right now. But remember the message that we had in the weekly reading, that you can't feel powerless. And we do have strength as the heart of the reading, which means you have to rely on your spiritual strength. You have to be very persistent with your spiritual insights. We do have the Moon here and the King of Cups, which also represent that. So I feel like you might be feeling, you know, kind of restricted and feeling like, I want to fix this, but I don't know how. And then you have the Moon over here, a major arcana. We do have two in this reading. We have the Moon and the Lovers, ironically, and I'm pretty darn sure that we had the Lovers last week as well. So the Moon, it's always like mysterious, because the Moon is always kind of whispering to you, you only know half the truth. So I feel like there could be something about your love life or your relationship that you don't know about. You're living like a false illusion. Like something can be revealed to you. I feel like you might, I mean, the Page of Wands is up here. I feel like you might be discovering something about your relationship. You might feel like right now you don't really know where you stand, or you feel like you're trapped in a negative cycle in your relationship, or in a negative cycle in your love life. There could be some type of communication here that happens that kind of clears things up for you. Like I said, this is usually like something revealed, like you only know half the truth. And literally we have a card of communication here, so it could be someone that reaches out to you this week, or something, you know, somebody has a conversation with you that kind of lets you in on what has been going on in your love life with a partner. The Page of Wands, you know, it also represents good news. So if you've kind of been walking on eggshells here, you know, kind of feeling like, I don't know what's going on with so-and-so, I don't know if we're going to be able to fix this, being in the dark, this can mean that you hear positive news this week. This is usually, also I feel guided to say, because of everything that I said in the weekly reading, the Page of Wands is very kind of high energy. It's a suit of spirit. And it means that you have to feel optimistic and in control, especially when you're feeling helpless here. Like I said, you only know half the truth of what's going on in your love life. Moving on to the middle row, Three of Swords, Strength, King of Cups. So Three of Swords, again, this is heartache. This could be that you're separated from a loved one right now, that you're not speaking, that you're divorcing, or you're having time apart, or that you're fighting. This really, like, looking at this spread, it doesn't really feel like, even if you are kind of separated, it does not feel like this is the end. That's not the message I'm getting from this reading. If anything, Strength is telling you to hang in there, to be brave. You know, we have the Lion here, kind of saying, you know, this, that you have to be really brave when facing a very kind of difficult situation. And we do have some difficult cards in this reading. Like I said, Eight of Swords, Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles. They're telling you also to, you know, conquer your ego. This could be a week where you're kind of really going to giving into your fears. You know, feeling like you're trapped in this like negative phase in your relationship or in your life. Strength is all about relying on your inner strength and facing it with courage. And it could be, you know, here we have the King of Cups. It could be that this whole thing is about someone who is a water sign. I don't know. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. I don't know if this came up last week or I'm just imagining this. I think I said something like, I feel you're being guided towards a water sign. And it could be that, you know, that this is it. But the King of Cups, this represents... Didn't we have the Queen of Cups in the weekly reading? I'm getting like a sense of deja vu here. The King of Cups represents having an open heart and being very gentle and compassionate. So I feel like if your partner is coming at you with arguments, and there is kind of, you know, very harsh energy right now. There is very harsh energy, and those who are not spiritually connected, those who do not kind of protect themselves energetically, ouch. You definitely would not be coming from a place of love or light. So I feel like here they're saying to, you know, if there is a problem with your partner here where you're fighting this week, or, you know, there's time apart, they're really saying to keep an open heart here, but be very compassionate, be very forgiving. Like I said, be brave. We have Strength right here. These two cards definitely go together, and they're really kind of, the message is directed at the Three of Swords, somewhere where you're hurting, or where there's arguments, or there's distance between you and another person, or maybe you're just hurting. They're saying to be brave and be very compassionate, either with yourself or with another person. For those who are, I'm also getting a message for those of you who are single, and maybe you're just kind of really feeling trapped because you're not really, you're not connecting with a partner, and you're hurting over this. Perhaps what you need is a good friend to lean on right now. You need support. I don't know, I felt like I should say that. Now down here, move them up a little bit. We have the Two of Cups, the Lovers, and Five of Pentacles. So like I said, even though there's some challenging cards in this reading, there's more positive ones. So I feel like those of you who are separated from someone that you love, you're not getting along, maybe you're not even living together on speaking terms, and you're feeling like powerless. It's not over. I mean, the Two of Cups and the Lovers together, this is not over energy. We definitely have the Five of Pentacles saying that someone is feeling kind of left out in the cold. Someone is feeling lonely. I mean, this goes perfectly with the Three of Swords. The Five of Pentacles, it just means that you're struggling because you're feeling like an outsider. You feel like there's no one that you can turn to. That's why I felt that with the King of Cups, perhaps what you need is a good friend. It could even be that someone, perhaps who's really intuitive, can help shed some light on what's going on in your relationship where you're hurting. But I mean, look at the cards we have down here. The Two of Cups and the Lovers together. The Lovers is the ultimate card that you want to get in a love reading, because this is a committed relationship. This is either your life partner or a twin flame or just a very significant relationship. And it's next to the soulmate card, the Two of Cups. This is someone that you feel a strong emotional bond with. So I feel like no matter what this is, if this is your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend and there's conflict this week, it's not anything that you can't overcome. I mean, with strength right in the middle, it's just telling you to ride it out. Be brave. I feel like this will end on a positive note. There will be good news. There will be some light shed on what has been causing this conflict in your relationship. I felt like there was something else, like a message for singles. I haven't really been doing the readings like that, but I also feel like some people maybe who are single are really kind of feeling this right now, feeling the sense of like loneliness. Like maybe I need to put down roots. Maybe I need to start thinking about a more committed relationship, about marriage and children. And again, I feel like there's going to be someone that you feel a strong emotional connection with, and they're telling you to don't miss out on this opportunity. Let me see if anything else stands out to me here. Looking at what's going on in the reading here, like I said, the page, this could represent good news, and the pages do represent communication. So I feel like someone is like on pins and needles, maybe feeling, like I said, really kind of restricted and trapped, and like you can't do anything about it, helpless, because you're waiting to hear about a breakup. Like you don't know, is he going to come back or is she going to come back? And the Two of Cups is literally saying they're going to come back. It's going to work out for you. I'm trying to see if anything else stands out. Again here, very similar message. Eight of Swords, Strength, Lovers. Again, you're feeling powerless. You feel like there's nothing that you can do about your relationship or your love life, but they're saying be brave. Don't give in to this negative chatter. This is always negative chatter. Whatever this is, this relationship is still here. Even though there's a feeling of power, being completely powerless, this relationship is still here. I mean, I know I already said this, but I mean, looking at the reading this way, I try to look at it in every way possible. Going this way, the moon, like I said, things, being hidden from you. You only know half the truth. And they're telling you to be strong. So I feel like for some of you, like you don't quite know what's wrong with your relationship or your love life. You don't know where you stand. But again, going this way, if you look at it this way, the relationship is still here. I mean, like everywhere that I look, I see a card that is basically saying stay positive. Your relationship will survive whatever it is that you're going through. Okay, everyone, this has been your weekly reading. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next week.